No doubt seen the news and the announcements from the government made yesterday about the recommendations they're putting forwards. Now, I've been very supportive, very vocally supportive of the government's strategy in dealing with the coronavirus, and I stand by that. I think dealing with all this scientifically and based on science and medicine is the right way to go, and I still maintain that point. What I disagree with and what I really disliked was the way that the government came about it yesterday, specifically the way Boris Johnson, I think, kind of screwed small businesses. I mean, big businesses as well, but kind of really hit home for businesses in the sense of putting forwards the kind of not a forced closure, but the recommendations for not attending different events, activities, not going to pubs, bars, not going out unless it's necessities, all those kind of things, which might be the right moves to make. They probably are the right moves to make, I would believe that. But by not forcing businesses to close, by not making it mandatory, you're not putting any financial support in for these businesses. You're leaving them completely in limbo, my businesses as well. Because if we close, we absorb we have all the costs and no support and no customers because they've been told to stay away. If we stay open, then we're potentially going against guidelines and we can have a bit of a PR nightmare and might not be the best way of going. And there's no real support there for businesses. And I think that's a really sad position to be in, that the government have done it like that. I'm going to put forward my projections for the next few days because I think I like to put forward my projections. If you follow me, you'll see that. I think we'll see an announcement later today, which will talk about reiterate yesterday's message, but talk more about the financial packaging. And specifically, I think we're going to see financial packages, support packages for the airlines. We might see stuff for train lines. I think we'll see it for the high-end businesses. And we'll see some support packages, which doesn't really help the small businesses at all. But I think that's what we'll see. I think tomorrow we'll see again a reiteration of those messages, the scaling up for the end of the week, which I reckon tomorrow they will announce school closures from Friday. And I think schools will then break up on the 20th of March and they'll be off until the end of Easter, which is the 20th of April. So we'll have about a month of no schools. I then think what we'll probably see towards the end of the week, we'll see more pressure on the closure of businesses and more stay away from other places. And I think we'll have the weekend. And then we'll hit Monday and it will be really pressed home, isolate. Businesses need to be closing now. I still don't think they'll force it. I think the wording will be businesses need to close now without you have to close now. I think it'll be a need, not a have to. I think the have to will come at the end of the week, around the 27th. Businesses will be told they have to close, at which point the financial packaging and support will then go into place. The difficulty with that is businesses need to survive another 10 days on top of what they've already done to get through that. And remember, for a lot of business, payroll will hit the week after on the 31st. That's a lot of dates. Reiterate. Today we'll be announcing financial packages for the airlines. Tomorrow we'll be announcing school closures on Friday the 20th. Friday the 20th will be encouraging people to stay at home and not travel and go places. Monday, which I think is the 23rd, we'll be saying, businesses need to be closing. And Friday the 27th, businesses have to close. I think that will be the scale of messaging. And then financial support. Businesses are going to struggle through April. It is guaranteed, because if we're closed down and people are off, they will struggle. And I think now's a really difficult time for businesses in the next few days. And the next couple of weeks are going to be really, really important as to how the government handle this, as to how we get through it. And those two are going to be completely combined. So that's my predictions. I'll keep doing posts as we go. And obviously we'll see what happens and keep supporting each other and look to get through this in the best way we can.